Arcadians, it is I, Talsar, Master of the Arcane Order, and we are back for more Kingmaker. Before I start, I'd like to thank all of my new subscribers for joining my channel. Thank you very much. Hopefully I can continue to provide content. If you have any suggestions for me, please let me know. Although I don't get paid for this, so there's no reason for me to stop. So I just do this whenever I have the time. You can skip days in Kingdom interface to wait for new events to pop up or current projects to be completed. These loads of times. It's ridiculous. There we go. Alright. Good day, I hope you're feeling alright after your battle. I can't thank you enough for what you've done. I definitely don't want to waste your time, but if you have a moment, I have a request. Alright, let's see what we got here. What can you tell me about the Staglord? He's not just some average bandit. If no one puts a stop to him, he'll turn the stolen lands into his own personal kingdom. A kingdom of fear and oppression. Alright. See here. Lawful good. Yeah, good. Lawful evil. Fear. Wow. There are no neutral options. Thanks, game. Fear always follows power. It would be naive to think the Staglord is so much different from any other ruler. You may be right, but life without hope is too bitter. You performed a lawful evil action. Yeah, well. What did you want to ask me? She lowers her head. This is a personal request. It may not be important enough for you, I'll completely understand if you say no, but for the first time the Staglord's thugs came here demanding money. He also took my wedding ring. Just tore it off my hand. It's just a trinket, really, but it meant so much to me. I remember every moment of the... I remember the very... Shit, come on, sounds that come out of my mouth and mean things. I remember every moment of the day Oleg came to me. That ring in hand, to ask me if I'd marry him. I was standing in fancy dress at the stairs of my father's home, fearing that I'd misheard something, or that I'd say something stupid and everyone around would laugh. If you happen to find my ring among the bandit's possessions, please bring it back to me. It's easy to recognize. My name is engraved on the inside of the band. And there's one more thing. Among the bandits, there's a dark-haired woman who wields dual axes. She's not bad in a fight. In fact, she's extremely dangerous and cruel. Please, I beg you, show her mercy if you have a chance. I can't promise anything, but if I come across the ring, I'll bring it back. I understand. I appreciate your efforts you put into it. Tell me about yourself in this place. How did your husband find the courage to establish a trading post in the stolen lands? It was Oleg's idea, though I supported him in it. We didn't realize how dangerous it was here, of course. In Restov, everyone respects the sword lords, and everyone is accustomed to relying on them. Even the mention of someone like Lady Jamandai... I'm still stumbling over the names a little bit. Could be enough to fend off the street thug or some other trouble. It could maybe even work in some places here, but not with the Staglord's men. I have things to do. Hey, it's you again. What can I do for you? What are you doing here? I sit here waiting for adventurers who need of help. We may be sitting here in a backwood tavern, but in Absalom, I have a lot of friends who are eager to make a few coin. They have brave hearts and shallow pockets. A little gold would be a welcome change for them. I can send them a message, and they will be here from Absalom through a portal. If you're interested, just give me a sign and we'll arrange everything right away. $200 gold. 2,000 gold. Okay. Yeah. Let me get right on that. Yeah. Okay. Where were you when the post was attacked? I was hunting. Got a little lost in the mist. Which is the first time that's happened to me. I guess I should go easier on the drink. But don't you imagine I'd be scared of a good old fight. If only I'd known I'd be missing all the action But I see you've got everything under control. A famous Pathfinder? Here in the middle of nowhere? Why? You want to know how one could exchange the life of the Pathfinder for the life of a drunken rat hole? The light in Notorious' eyes goes out as if someone has blown out the candle. You lose all your friends because of one scumbag, and then you understand. I was the only one to return from the final campaign, and the Reckless Six, whatever was left, and whatever is left of me, can't be called Seeker no more. Here's the story. Our leader, Vermelt was the best of us. Wise, brave, friends with everyone. One of those friends, Adavon Adares. Oh! Oh! I know who that is. I'm pretty sure I know who the fuck that is. That's from Carrying Crown, the game the adventure path I'm running right now. Sent him a disturbing letter. He stumbled upon mention of some ancient book of the art of necromancy. Secrets like those are best left hidden forever. Trust me. I've seen what kind of magic can do. Huh. Okay, so it's nice to know they still tie things in with the rest of their stories, because I'm pretty sure this guy... Oh, that... Okay. Is from Carrion Crown. Let me just do a quick search. Yep. Yep, I was right. Actually, I think this is actually a woman, so I'm probably reading her dialogue wrong. They haven't mentioned gender up till now. To make a long story short, these volumes were supposedly hidden in the catacombs of Galaspire. Yeah. We decided that the books should be retrieved and kept safe in the society. We gathered in the tavern to discuss the expedition and proceed to Ustalav. It was a normal mission. Quick and quiet recovery. But everything turned out much worse and much more complicated. We barely made it through the Witchgate Forest. All those terrible living trees, undead druids and their archers of bone. Oh, it's arches of bone? Huh. It was a miracle we managed to make it out alive. We'd chosen Wren Church to stop it. When we marked it on Vermite's map as a safe enough haven to hole up in and lick our wounds. How I wish that had been true. Vermelt was the first to perish. He was attacked by one of the monsters hiding in the stables. It tossed him about like a feather and threw him down an ancient well. His shouts echoed for a long time. I didn't hear the sound of him landing. And then... Enough. I shouldn't have gone into this. Who am I to stir up others' feelings with my chatter? We'd better forget about it for now. Maybe I'll tell you more about it some other time, but not today. Alright. So, Carrion Crown connection. Interesting. Amari, what are you doing over here? That's a formidable sword, but it's not a simple weapon, is it? You bet it's not. Nah, I can't really do her voice very well. I'll just read it normally. You bet it's not simple. Check out how big it is. She probably raises up the blade, and you notice that even though Amari is extremely strong, she still has difficulty wielding such a large sword. This sword belongs to a real blasted frost giant. I killed the beast and took this looker for myself. Fits me perfect! My damn trophy. Amari's eyes flash with menace as if she's challenging some invisible enemy to try taking her trophy away. We are just talking. Don't like it. Amari shrugged several times, perhaps flexing her muscles, or maybe just filling in for the silence. Don't know, she admits at last. Depends what we're going to talk about. If it's about monsters, or swords, or scars, I approve. If you're going to ask questions like why, or what for, or how, screw this! She looks at you slowly over head to toe. Or you'll get even harder ones. Alright, well, fine.
It is done.
Where's the rest of my party at? Mari's out here. Where are my other two companions? Okay, no one's here. Let's go. No one's up here. This. I need to rearrange some things a little bit over here. I guess those are passive abilities, are always active. There's Harem. Harem pulls at his beard, muttering something that could either be prayers or a curse. Upon noticing you, he winces. What do you want? Oh, it's just you. Tell me about your god, Grotus. You should learn about Grotus. Harem sees surprise and pleased at the same time. Yes, of course. I will answer anything that you ask. What is Grotus' teachings about? In the... Is the end all that exists? That should be... Well, Grotus is the end of all that exists. Harem smiles. He obviously has been waiting for this question. Look around, Talsar Gelden. What do you see? Look again and realize that everything will be destroyed. Our clothing and our armor will turn to dust. The walls of this palace will crumble into ruins. The trees will fall, and you and I will die much sooner than that. A nihilist, okay. Grotus is a timeless watcher. He's locked. He's locked. Been locked away by Pharasma. There should be like a... He's locked, been locked. That doesn't make any sense. How that's structured, but whatever. By Pharasma, the goddess of rebirth. From her boneyard, he watches over the world, knowing the time for the final reaping shall come. He's the bloated moon hanging in the sky. He's the harbinger of the last days. He's the one who will stay when all others are gone. Pharasma has Grotus locked in the boneyard. So is she stronger than Grotus? Of course she's stronger, for now. Harem nods with dignity, stroking his beard. Grotus is weaker than Pharasma, and many other gods. I would be a fool if I tried to claim otherwise. If Grotus were stronger, the end times would already have come, wouldn't they? But the powers of other gods fade away. They dissolve slowly. A grain in a century. Grotus collects those grains and waits. He doesn't need to hurry. He knows that his time shall come. Usually clerics speak with their gods. What does Grotus say to you? What is his will? Harem shakes his head in resignation. Grotus doesn't speak to his clerics. Actually, Grotus doesn't need any clerics. The dwarf raises his sad eyes to you. He only allows us he only allows whispers to be heard, and only by those who are dying to hear them. His words are unclear, but they call to you. His voice comes with a softened rustle of fallen leaves, with the woeful wailing of wind at the mountain pass, with the roar of a raging blizzard, and it calls you to strike out on the road. Otherwise, always onward, over the pass, over the bridge, and further along, up along where the edge is gray. Oh, wait. Up where the edge of gray rope flashed. Huh? And the candle sputtered for the last time before dying. Onward, always onwards. Until your feet can no longer carry you. Harem full silent, submerged in his own thoughts. Yeah, somehow, this dialogue seems a little clunky to me. I don't know, maybe I'm just reading it wrong. Okay. It was interesting to learn about him, no more, no less. Alright. Where has my Inquisitor gone? Well, apparently, I think I was a bit mistaken with that one female warrior that they gave me in the last video. She wasn't like she didn't have NPC classes. I think she's like specialized fighter class. Tower Shield Specialist, I believe, is a specialized fighter class archetype. When I saw a specialist, I immediately thought of an NPC class.
No stopping now.
Oh, there you are. Speak. Yeah. What's it like to be undead? Do you wish to know what it means personally? To me personally? What powers and limitations it imposes? You surely know how to ask questions. She says nothing for a long time. Two desires led me through life. To feel pleasure time and time again. To achieve perfection. Our life brought me closer to the second. I am changeless, torn from time, the chaos of the world, and even the soul circle have no power over me. But everything comes with a price. Most things that brought me pleasure in life are meaningless to me now. How can I decide which is better? Let's see. Well, neutral good. There is no purpose in living only for yourself. It makes life and unlife equally senseless. Chaotic neutral. A bright life full of pleasures is better than unlife, though eternal. Chaotic evil. You've become powerful, that's all that matters. It's much better than life of ordinary mortals, and even elves. Well, I'm chaotic neutral, so let's go with this one. Perhaps, but the choice was made for me. I have nothing left but to follow the will of the goddess. How do healing spells and prayers and potions affect you? That would be very important to know. Dreadfully, of course. Your healers had better stay away from me in battle. The undead are healed through interaction with negative energy, and I can perfectly manage that on my own. Alright. I am spared from the bothersome need, but I hope you do not take that as reason to invent additional responsibilities to entertain me during the night. I spend this time meditating and addressing the goddess. Yeah. A tactless and facile question. And pleasure is now as senseless to me as food or wine. Action without feeling. Ah. She cringes. Stories? Stories are boring and a waste of time. I have killed. I was exiled from Koinen. I died. I was raised by Orgothoa's gift. That's my story. It's rather amusing. I belong to a wealthy family, and held high position in the courts of Idara, the capital of Koinen. When my little wrongdoings were revealed, the trial was held in the very same court I had where I tried cases and delivered sentences over several hundred years. An awkward situation, don't you think? Huh. Family 4. Jathel's voice is calm and ordinary, as if speaking with someone of something trivial. Sorry. But why is much more interesting. What it is the worth of 1,000 years, if you cannot enjoy it like your first 10 springs? The elf's voice sounds unusually vehement. Everyone considers elves ever young, but our youthfulness is but a mask, a threadbare ritual gown. What lies underneath? The dust of years, the jaded repetition. With each year the dust grows thicker, and erstwhile joys cease to excite. The cloy as a dish that you've tasted 1,000 times. Long did I search for a way to avert this fate. I don't... don't I? Long did I search for a way to avert this fate. Don't I, who has truly tasted life, deserve a better lot than those numbing old elves who close themselves to the world? And I found a way in ancient texts of Orgothoa, a ritual involving the blood of my kin, a trifle that would make each day feel like a holiday, created especially for me. The ritual gave strength not only to my body, but to my mind and my soul. And my mind whirled at every sensation, each sip of wine, each silken caress. How do I miss this? My cousin was the first I used in the ritual. It was a simple matter to pass her death as an unfortunate accident, but the enchantment would not last. I had to find another, and again concealed my trail. With the third death, my family grew suspicious. Upon the fourth, my deeds were finally revealed. Such a pity. If not for this, my life even now would overflow with burning pleasure. For I have dozens of useless relatives. An objective worth pursuing, but we better refrain from such from secret murder. Senseless murder would be much better there, I think. There are many ways to arrange death while keeping within the boundaries of laws and decency. It is much more difficult to accomplish this in Koinen than the River Kingdoms. Jaethal cringes. But you are correct. I have learned the lesson of my past. I'll be more careful in the future. For an elf, Jaethal says pointedly, exile is a serious punishment. There is no other Koinen in this world. Even I, who despises its hypocrisy, must admit such. How did you die? Jaethal frowns. I don't remember my death. I was stunned by the silent sentence of exile, and I admit I showed weakness. I wandered aimless, absorbed in despair, without concern for any safety or sustenance. And then I remember desolate rocks, a stone I lay upon, a convulsion passing not only through my whole body, but through my soul, and then I awakened, cold, calm, my body overwhelmed with strength, but haunted by strange internal silence. Where my blood prints, there were bloody prints on the bone feet on the stone next to me. The sign of the goddess, a battle scythe lay nearby. That was the first time I had heard Orgothoa's voice. She spoke 3 words. Hail the Inquisitor. That was all. She has neither addressed me nor answered my pleas since. I will not bother you with the story of how I tried to comprehend my new condition. Soon I had a chance to put my new powers to the test. A group of my kin had tracked me through the woods. They were insolent, and they would pay dearly for this. But I had to reckon how I might free myself from their pursuant chase. A powerful protector from among the short-lived would help me, and the Staglord sentiment seemed suitable. That is all. Alright. This might sound strange, but I know less than others about Orgothoa and her faith. My transformation into her Inquisitor was unexpected, but I will answer the best to my knowledge. Okay. Well, so I probably, as a player, know more about Orgothoa than she will. Because Glorion is played by narrow-minded cowards. Some tremble at the freedom granted by Orgothoa. Others fear the wrath of Pharasma and her priests. Oh, certainly. Orgothoa was once a mortal woman, basking in life and all the pleasures it had to offer. Her passion was so strong that Orgothoa rebelled against Pharasma, against death itself and its laws. After her own death, she escaped the power of the Lady of the Graves and returned to the world as a goddess, and the first undead. Since then, she has protected all who would submit their souls to pleasure and passion, paying no heed to worn-out morals and the dictates of law. What does it mean to be Inquisitor of Urgathoa? Okay. This question is more complicated than it seems. An Inquisitor, by its nature, the most zealous defender of their faith. The hand of their goddess in mundane matters. When I received this title and power, I expected that Urgathoa would tell me my mission, but this never happened. The goddess remained silent. There's only one reasonable explanation I can imagine. Discovering what's expected of me is part of my mission. So I reflect on this, make my prayers, and wait for a sign. Yeah, well, Pharasma, definitely. Yeah. To enjoy, to taste exquisite dishes, to feel the lover's caress, to drink the enemy's suffering. A wonderful religious obligation, isn't it? Huh. It seems kind of... Curiosity. A need for a reliable ally. You see, I must come to understand what my goddess seeks from me. Urgathoa gave me the powers of Inquisitor without declaring her will to me. I await her reply. Any hint or trace or clue. I suppose our meeting was no more accident. Besides, Jaethal cringes. I imagine that several Koinian assassins still pursue me. Though they never risked attacking me while I was under the patronage of the Aldori. They are unlikely to attack while I have reliable allies like you. I don't know. They can't have been sent by the Queen. I was branded outlaw, but my punishment was exile. And it is not custom for elves to contravene their verdicts. Oh, contravene? Eh. My attackers shouted something about threat and blood. I suppose they were a splinter group of feeble-minded zealots. Or someone with a quest for personal revenge. Eh. Alright, so now what do I do now?
Onwards.
I spent a lot of time just talking to people. Well, anyway, new day, new troubles. Have you seen the dog? Never seen anything like it. I guess I can leave.
March on.
Oh yeah, I can't level them up until I'm in a group with them anyway. Yeah, it makes sense that he would have a skull on his mace and one on his amulet. Probably his holy symbol, because that is symbol of Grothus. Alright. Let's go and take care of leveling up the other characters, if they'll let me. You're a cleric, so let's leave you a cleric. Yeah, 2 points. Religion and perception would be useful. Perception is always useful to have. Alright, yeah, 5 points. Religion. Perception. Arcana. Athletics. Alright, pick a new spell. Okay. Let's see what we gotta choose from here. Bane, Bless, Cause Fear. Cause Fear would be useful. Doom. Shield of Faith. Give her a defensive spell. Perception, athletics, and just rage power. Okay. Well, she's using a two-handed weapon, so claw attacks won't be useful. That might be useful to use. Lethal stance should be. I think that would suit her. Alright, onwards. Thorn Ford. This ford is the heart of the woods, and one of the best places to cross the Thorn River. Most traders and travelers choose the Thorn Ford for passage, attracting bandits. Alright. Just looking around the map to get an idea where I need to go. Okay, let me look at my... Oh yeah, I did that already. Still on land. Okay. That's where I needed to go then. Thorn Ford. There are two types of kingdom events, troubles and opportunities. Address problems first, they can cause your kingdom great damage. If ignored, missing opportunity won't hurt your kingdom. A jittery old man in squalid clothing shuffles up to you. His gray hair is unkempt. He continually clenches and unclenches his wrinkled, freckled hand. When he stops, he looks up at you. His eyes widen. He tugs at his beard. Strange weather. Invisible fog creeping out of the woods. soars beyond the sky, obscuring the sun and moon. Strange. The old man shakes his head, his eyes shifting without seemingly at random. Shit. I don't have time to listen to old fool's nonsense. Begone! Bold dog barks aloud, while cunning one readies to bite. Cunning, short but stubborn. He is now in an ancient tomb that lies south of the trading post, searching for a great power that once gave joy, and now brings only death. You don't want any nonsense? Then you'll hear sobs and screams. Once stolen, the land should be reclaimed. Once reclaimed, a binding with the claimer shall it be. Binded, merged, joined by unbreaking ties. Claiming the land, claiming its pain, claiming its death. Yes, who the fuck was that?
It is done.
Alright.
It is done.
What is this? Scorched fragments of a necklace. Alright.
What's that?
My search was not in vain.
Alright, I don't think I have anyone who can do trickery right now.
No stopping now.
I can't go down any further than that. Okay, what was the point of that? Now, if she, I wonder if she had like the early, just what the fuck. band camp in the Thorn Forest. That's where I'm at. Yeah. Alright.
It is done.
Ah, here we go. You see a tall, broad-shouldered man with prematurely gray hair and a decisive face. Everything about him, his stance, his gestures, his intonations, radiates confidence. I'm not here to listen to your complaints or your crazy plans, Kressel. We cannot fight Restov. Leave Jemdai's messenger alone and follow your orders. You probably haven't even burned down the old houses Staglord seemed to hate so much. Is the Staglord just going to hide in the fog forever? Kressel hisses angrily. If we don't show them our strength, they'll think this land belongs to them. When are we going to do something worthwhile? Something more than just stealing from those spineless hogs? She stops and seems to notice you. Damn! The man turns to you calmly. Ah, you must be the guests of Restov. Well, I always have preferred to solve things face to face. I am Akiros Ismort, the Staglord's right hand. We should talk. And just what would we talk about? I'm sure you've heard many stories of the Staglord and his people. You probably think we're flesh-eating madmen. We're nothing of the sort, I assure you. We essentially want the same as those who sent you. Ownership over the land and the right to take payment from those who live and work here. The stolen lands aren't part of Brevoy, despite what anyone may think. My commander has as much right to this land as Jemdai Adore. I personally forbade Kressel's people from harming the owners of the trading post. They paid on time and worked dutifully. At least until you showed up and disturbed things. But despite that, does this really need to end in violence? Restov is too far away to be able to effectively control these lands. And I don't want to lose any of my people, so please, leave the Staglord be, and leave in peace. Restov promised me a barony for the Staglord's head, Akiros. And I intend to collect at any cost, even a bloody one. One dog seeks to take a bone from another, I see. Kressel's hand axe swishes through the air. Enough talk. You won't make it to the Staglord. Restov's bootlicker. Just what we need, Kressel. Stand down. Well, you'll do whatever you wish. But know that I won't be helping you. Alright, well, first things first, let's get this up. And then that. Let's see what it does first. Alright. Oh, you're taking a beating. Can you channel negative energy, disrupt undead, charge? Have you cast that on yourself? Yep. Alright. I need to get you out of the range of that, don't I?
Ouch!
Archers are becoming a problem.
Repent! And will be. Definitely will be.
You see a dark-haired man of about 45, though the wrinkles on his face make him look 60 at first sight. He's currently a prisoner, judging from his tied hands. He slouches a bit, squinting short-sightedly, and a light as he moves his lip through, as though speaking to someone invisible. He jerks his head up and notices as he notices you. "Praise Arasil! Someone finally chased off those scoundrels. Thank you, stranger. My name is Jod Cavan. Cavcan. I'm a priest of Aristil from Galt. Those bandits attacked me while I was crossing the river. They said they wanted to take me to their leader, make me heal their wounds. Not a chance. The strength granted to me by Aristil meant to help honest people, not robbers. I was led here by visions sent by the elk god. Aristil showed me that somewhere in the wild lands lies the temple of the elk, an ancient shrine forlorn and desecrated. I saw the ruins of the temple and the shadow of the predator lurking in sorcerous fog. I felt the echoes of the vicious rituals performed at the once blessed place. I have no doubt Aristil revealed this to me so I could stop the ungodly sorcery that desecrated the temple. And where is the temple? That I don't know. Visions, even divine ones, are often vague and unreliable. I know only that the temple is somewhere near, in the Nile marshes. But I'm afraid I won't be able to find it myself. What with bandits lurking around every corner of this place. I'm afraid an old fool like me won't be able to handle this mission given by Aristotle on my own. How can I search for the temple when the bandits around here won't even let me take a single step? I'll head to Oleg Leviston's trading post to rest and think on what to do next. Please, traveler, if you happen to discover the ruins of the Temple of the Elk, come inform this old Jod. My gratitude will know no bounds. Alright, time to loot the bodies. Nothing great, nothing there.
Each step brings us closer to the end.
Scale mail. Oh, there's the ring I was looking for. What is that?
No stopping now. I'll make my own legend.
I don't know who that is, unless it's Jod.
Yes, I'm still here.
There's nothing else here to look at? Oh, wait a minute. Sweet pancakes. Written orders. It's locked.
You have my attention. I will grant your request.
The band's belongings are piled together in a messy heap. You find a cache under all the clothes and blankets. Opening the lid of a small hollow, you find a box full of bottles. Inscription on the side reads, "Wine for the Staglord. Do not dare steal it, fools. They'll make you rot." Poison the wine. Is there anything else to do with it? Assuming there's much more here. I've looted the bodies. Can't open up that chest. Alright, I think I've done my mission here. Back to Oleg's.
Onwards.
And nothing else in there I want to take.
Rest is in order.
Oh. We'll sleep when we get back to Oleg's. Yeah. My guy's tired, alright.
It is done.
Oh, that worked. Alright, Savinia, I have your ring. I suppose I should tell you the truth about her. Trestle wasn't her real name. Her real name was Irenia. Before all this, she was the daughter of my mother and my second husband, and her second husband, my half-sister. I can't help but feel like everything that happened to her was my fault. She always had a wildness to her. She'd wander the streets hanging out with a bad crowd until the day she passed. Mother complained about it to Irina constantly. Back then, it was just cruel games and strange escapades. She never really hurt anybody back in Restov. Her father didn't live much longer than our mother, so I decided to try and help Irina. I brought her here to the Stolen Lands. Though Oleg was against it. And once here, she immediately fell under the Staglord's influence. She never even needed to meet him. The stories and rumors from local hunters and bandits were enough to win her over. She would tell us how he was the real leader, unlike Restov's softies. Eventually, she ran away, only to return under a new name with a pack of thugs to collect taxes from us. What's worse, she participated in the torture and execution of prisoners along with the Staglord's minions. And now, meeting such an end, I realize you did what you had to do. Perhaps it's all for the best, but still I wonder if everything could have been turned out differently. Thank you for returning my ring to me, I truly appreciate it, but now, if you don't mind, I think I'd like to be alone for a little while. Alright, well, I'm going to end this here. Thank you for joining me. And I shall try to have another video up sometime soon. Thank you for watching.